good morning, good morning, good morning. Sun's rising, baby. Alrighty. Well, first and foremost, let me just flip you. Little cow pond thing. I was camped down there last night. Kind of get out of some wind because it's all, let me flip you again. You can see this is all open area. You know, that's kind of what that's what I have been going through the last 3 days, kind of looking at the map, and that's what we're going to keep going through. So, yeah, we're at, where are we at? 6.5 and some change elevation right now. The trail is just right over here. Then there's a small little blacktop highway there also. So yeah, we're at 6.5 elevation right now and some change. In 6 miles, we'll be at the highway 287, I believe the numbers are. And that's at 6.9 elevation. And then in town, Rawlins is in 21 miles, and that's at 6.7 elevation. So not a lot of climbing, just, well, kind of like it has been, a little ups, a little downs. So yeah, we are heading to town. So in 6 miles, when we hit the highway, we're going to be on the highway just for a brief little bit of a time, not very long. And then we're going to get back on this back dirt road that I've been following the last 3 days. But I was reading comments where the trail is kind of non-existent in some areas. So when we get to the highway 287, we'll check it out and see how the shoulder looks, and we might just take highway. Pretty much probably going to just take 287 all the way into town. So that'd be a good, 14, 15 miles. So it is what it is, baby. We're going to get to town. I think there's a McDonald's in town. Definitely going to get to town. I also seen where rattlesnakes are real popular in this area. I did see my first rattler yesterday. He stood up and posed for me. I was pretty impressed. Yeah, so it was a pretty good sized rattler I seen yesterday. I looked at the picture last night. That was a pretty good sized boy. That was a pretty good sized one. So yeah, so there's apparently a lot of rattlers in this area too. So we'll have to keep our eyes and ears open on that. So, but yeah, other than that, just a lot of road walking. So it is what it is, baby. And yeah, let's go get some McDonald's, man. And there is a diner, I think, in town. I'm trying to remember because I was looking up at Steamboat Springs, because Colorado is in 120 miles. So we're knocking on the Colorado door. But anyway, I was thinking there was a diner in town also, and I've been craving a chicken fried steak for breakfast, man. I've been craving that since Montana, man. And every time I come to a restaurant that's open for breakfast, they end up closed on the day that I'm in town. So, but anyway, we're going to start getting our feet together and Jimmy Jam rocking and rolling, man. So I will holler at you later. Alrighty, we're at the highway. Looks like a pretty decent shoulder, so we're just gonna take the highway. It's 16.5 miles into town, so it's yeah, 7:30ish right now, right around 7:30. So let's go to Jimmy Jam, rock and roll on the highway. Let me flip you for a minute. This was the area that I just came from. A lady just dropped off 2 hikers right here at this intersection. She offered to take me to town, but yeah, I can't skip 16 miles. So, alrighty, Jimmy and a Jammin', rocking and rolling. Alrighty, we're leaving Rawlins, Wyoming. We're actually on the trail, right? We're still in town, but we're on the trail. Here, let me flip you. Going underneath the railroad tracks. So yeah, it's Tuesday morning. We got into town Sunday around 1 o'clock after all that road walking. Yeah, I was my tent had a broken zipper, and so I had another tent mailed to me from home. And Sunday afternoon we were checking some tracking on it, and it still wasn't in town, so I just went ahead and booked a second night here in Rawlins. And the tent did show up yesterday, but I just went ahead and stayed 2 days in town. So but yeah, getting ready to rock and roll and Jimmy Jam out of town. There's a picnic area in 10 miles, and then we have water like in 15 miles, so I'm fully loaded. I got 3 liters of water on me, so it should be good there. What else? But yeah, just heading to Colorado. I got my backup tent with me. It's a little bit bigger than my other one, and it's a little bit heavier, so I'm carrying more weight. Plus I'm leaving town, so I got a little extra food. Always, some dumb reason I always get extra food when I'm in town. But yeah, so heading out of town, Jimmy jamming, rocking and rolling. So looks pretty flat, open area like it has been the last 3 days, 4 days. So at least for today it does. So, but all in all, doing good. Let's go to Colorado, baby. Hey, alrighty, we're at the picnic area, and I mean, this is just, let me flip you. Nice little picnic tables and the roof over them for some shade. But man, just look at the sparrow nest. Just totally, it's a little roadside park, I guess. The highway's about a mile over, and let me flip you here. Nice little pond. Another little pond. And then there's bathrooms down there. Yeah, just there's some cows floating around. There's some not floating, but there's some cows walking around. There's some ducks, lots and lots of sparrows, obviously. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of go down. There is a picnic table down here with no shade. I'm gonna go check out around the outhouse and see if there's a shady spot out there to take a break and come up with a game plan this afternoon. So, alrighty, holler at you later. Hey, alrighty, getting back on trail. Got a hiker up ahead of me from Indiana. I was talking with him on break, and he's at least hiked. He's hiked the 3 long trails, the AT, the CDT, and the PCT, at least twice over since 2015. But yeah, I'm right around 7.1 elevation right now, and in 10 miles I'd be at 7.1 and some change elevation. I think in between here and there we're gonna get up around 7.3, but it's pretty much this flat open area. We left Rawlins, and instead of following the gravel, I just stood on blacktop and took the blacktop all the way up, and then I got off the blacktop and did a 1 mile walk over to the picnic area, and now I'm back on the gravel. 3 miles, 3.5 miles. The this dirt road kind of becomes non-existent through this area where there's a gas line. And so comments were to maybe take the highway that I was on. So maybe I should have never got off the highway, should have just kept following it. So I don't know, that's up ahead. We'll see what we're gonna do. Might just stay on trail and just try to figure out how to get through it without seeing a trail. Rattlesnakes, this is rattlesnake country up through here. They're seeing a lot of comments on rattlesnakes. So, but yeah, other than that, getting ready to rock. We're just gonna rock and roll down the trail. There was 3 kids fishing that rolled in at the pond fishing, and then 3 kids are leaving fishing. And then there was an older gentleman that pulled up in a crew cab pickup with the bicycle on the back. He has a camper in Deming, New Mexico. So talked with him for a couple minutes, and he his goal is to head up to Alaska, do some gold hunting. So but he's a long way from Alaska right now. So but anyway, I'm gonna stop yabbing and we're just gonna start jimmy jamming and rocking down the trail. So I will holler at you later. Alrighty, going through this oh man, getting burnt like a son of a gun. Going through this desert. I didn't go back to the road, so I got about 2 miles of this. Where's the trail at? I just call this Where's Waldo section. But let me flip you. That's kind of the direction. There is like a little bit of a trail there. It could be a cattle trail. Nice mountains off over that way. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep heading this direction, lefts and rights. We're on trail, we're off trail a little bit, we're on trail, off trail. We're just gonna keep going this way. We got about 2 more miles of just zigzagging through all this to figure out where it's at. So I don't know, if I'd have went back to the highway, it'd probably been a lot quicker, but I don't know, we'll get through it. So alrighty, alrighty, we're on a gravel. Let me flip you. So yeah, we're out of that 3 mile, whatever it was, section where it was on. Trail was little to no markings. There was a few trail markers, but it was kind of a make your own adventure. So we're on this gravel. We're on this for, man, 35, 40 miles. So yeah, water's an issue. I could, if I wanted to, I could go the opposite direction, catch the blacktop, that old famous blacktop that I was on when I left Rawlins. I could take that. I think it's like 20 miles on that. We'll rejoin this trail. I think it's 20 or 25 miles. So it cut about 15 miles out of the day, or out of the trip, or out of the hike. But it's 4 o'clock right now, so I just don't know. I thought about taking the blacktop the next 20 miles, but being 4 o'clock and got about 4 more hours of hiking, so there's no way I'll make 20. So then camping would be a real skeptical issue, be an issue definitely. But this road and the blacktop water. Back when I was at that pond, I filled up 2 liters of water. I'm down to 1.5 now, so I think Muddy Creek in about 12 miles might be an option. Other than that, might have to be flagging down some cars or some stuff. So, but anyway, just jimmying and jamming. There are mountains with trees in the distance, so I think after the next 40, maybe 50 miles, we'll be back in the tree line and timber and the mountains. So, but yeah, doing good. Jimmying and jamming, rocking and rolling. Hey, alrighty. Let's do a 360 degree. Alrighty, Jimmy jamming right along here. I did cross a pond right back there, so I did get some water. So yeah, just murky, cow cruddy. There were some cows in the distance laughing at me as I was getting water. So, but yeah, other than that, just jimmying and jamming or rocking and rolling. Hey, alrighty, sun's going down. 26 mile day we got today. We're at 25 and some change elevation. Man, I look just so attractive tonight. Man, that wind just going down, walking down those roads, and that wind, oh yeah, just blowing you. So what, 26 mile day, we're at 7.5 and some change elevation. Since we took break at those little picnic tables, the bird poo picnic tables, we did 17 miles after we did that. So just trucking right along. I have two other Sobo hikers. One was ahead of me. He's from Indiana, the Indiana guy I was telling you about. And the other one, he was behind me at the at the water source. I was probably 8-9 miles back. So I was just leaving as he was coming in. So, but yeah, let me flip you. Got water. Got my old reliable tent. So yeah, this tent here was my very first long distance hiking trip was on the AT in 2020. And this tent I used for 300 miles of that trail before I bought me a lighter weight tent, and that was just a piece of crap. But I've had this tent around and it's coming in handy. So, and back in 2022, I used it on the CDT coming north for a little bit too. So it's the old reliable. But yeah, the trail is, let me flip you, up that way. Can't see it. Yeah, the trail's up that way, 0.3, so we're off the trail, but I got water. So yeah, so other than that, good day, 26. We got out of it. So I called it when I seen the water, and then I had to come all the way down here, and there's no rocks. I mean, I've been walking on rocks all day long, and I get down here and there's absolutely no rocks to pound in my tent stakes. All I have down here is cow poop. So we're not we're not gonna stake the tent down tonight. So it's a nice thing about a freestanding tent. But whew, get 100-mile-per-hour winds, I might end up in the next county, man. So, but yeah, all in all, doing good. Just doing good, man. So I'll holler at you in the morning.